Hello. You know how some people say ignorance is bliss? Well, in this case, it's not. Ignorance is imagination gone wild. When we don't know something or someone, we fill in those gaps. And what we fill them with usually says more about us than about them. Let's think about racism. So much of it comes from distance. People hating on what they've never taken the time to understand. When you don't know someone's story, it's easy to turn them into a symbol, a stereotype, or an idea. And fear thrives in those blank spaces. And the less we know, the more space fear has to grow. Now let's flip that same idea and you get limerence. Limerence is that dizzy, obsessive feeling when you have a crush on someone. You barely know the person, but your mind builds an entire world around them. You imagine what they're like, what they'd say, how perfect they'd be. But in reality, that is not love. It's fantasy fueled by a lack of information. In both hate and infatuation, we're not seeing them, who they are. We're seeing a reflection of ourselves, our fears, our desires, our projections. And that is the irony. The less we know, the stronger we feel. The more we learn, the softer those feelings become. Because understanding people brings us back into focus. It reminds us that they are human, just as messy, just as complex as we are. So maybe the goal isn't to fear or worship the unknown. Maybe it's to walk toward it. To replace projection with presence. To let curiosity guide us until what was once strange becomes familiar, and what was once fantasy becomes real.